Alright, well, recording again. I guess I will make a bookshelf that isn't stacked on top of another.
You probably could have left it recording while it was crashed.
I recorded long enough to say blah. It crashed.
Alright.
Alright.
So,
Okay, that's not extended in any way, shape, or form. Good. Hopefully normal bookshelves won't crash it. Okay, normal bookshelves are fine. Good. Just gotta remember to put those on, or to put bookshelves on things.
that aren't extended.
Yes. Alright. I have a surprisingly large amount of food. I need to carry some of that with me as opposed to leaving it in here. Surprisingly large amount of garbage. I really want to go get a bucket of lava so I can build a trash disposal, but disposal, but I know it will eventually turn into a me disposal. And I have a lot of XP I want to try and keep on to for now.
Uh-huh.
Alright, it might be a slow-ass process, but at least we're slowly getting to, enchantment. Alright, the sun is coming up.
Well, that's good.
Fortunately, I just realized the little... Oh, hi, zombies. Fortunately, I just realized the... No, I built that almost entirely over the chicken pen. That should be safe. Alright. Alright, you cows sex at each other. Zombie, please die. Yeah, I don't think that overhang is anywhere accessible. It might... Yeah, it's accessible by one block. I might actually have to do something about that. Alright, so that's all relatively safe and clear. So I'll head back in. I have slight indigestion as per normal.
Oops.
Yes, well, my stomach is an old guy stomach now. Alright. Goddamn, I have a lot of stuff. I've got one more obsidian if I ever need it. 45 iron ingots. Redstone. Let me turn that into cubes. I think it takes up less space. Yeah, a lot less.
Like 9 to 1.
Yeah. Come on. There. Alright, so that'll take up basically one less space in my inventory. Hooray. It's something. So much garbage. I'm going to put a lot of this in the garbage chest outside, which is also the plant life chest.
You know, you could just dig, like, a 3-block hole.
I could, but I'm not gonna, because that would be
And
smart.
chuck all the stuff down there and wait for it to despawn.
Yeah, I'll do that. And do that right here. Alright, so. The bookcases, I thought I'd put in the chest. They're not something I need to be carrying when I'm throwing things away. Alright, so.
Well, you're not throwing stuff in lava, so, I mean...
Yeah, it would just be me jumping down a hole going, shit! The cow noises. Keep those rails for now. Just in case they come in handy for something. I have gunpowder, not a lot. Flint. I'm gonna take these fences upstairs and put them up around the damn sugarcane, though. That way it doesn't fall over again.
Mm-hmm.
And then randomly, what I'm holding will change hands for no discernible reason that I... No discernible reason that I can discern. Yes. Well done. Okay. Alright. There. Protective wall around the... out of that. Alright, whatever. Don't care.
Excellent.
Eh. And it should only be about another 7.5 years before we finally have enough sugarcane and cow to... You can also just go out and go cow hunting, really.
Well, that'll be about the same amount of time it is until we can start building the spawners.
Yeah.
Once we've hollowed out our respective holes.
Yes, I should keep on the lookout. Oh, wow, all those cows suddenly grew up. Which means more of them can sex. Time to go sex some cows. Never sounds like I mean it to sound in my head. Make us sex at each other. There you go. Well, we got experience for the sexings.
That's how it works.
Yeah.
Just like with, real life fertility specialists.
Yes. Alright. The only difference is here, if, you breed something, it ends up in leather and delicious meats. In real life, if you breed something, it ends up with a lifetime of obligation and horror. I don't feel like going cow hunting. They can breed themselves.
Well, no, they really can't.
Well, no, they won't. They do in nature. I wish I could just plant some wheat in there, and when it grew, they would eat it in sex.
Maybe there's a mod for that.
Yeah. Forget that a cow is in your wheat pen, or 2 cows are in your wheat pen, and come back an hour later, 30,000 cows. Seeing if there's a mod for that now.
Uh-huh. Let's see. Automatic cow breeding machine. That's not really what we're looking for.
Nah, we're looking for something not too horrifying and unnatural, oddly enough. We're making the horrifying and unnatural.
Moo fluids. I may have to look at this.
That's a little terrifying sounding, honestly. That sounds like someone's very specific fetish.
Okay, let's see. It's for 1.8. That's good. Idea. The concept behind the mod is to make cows that are dynamically generated according to what is in the forage fluid registry. Cow features. Fluid randomly selected. When you right-click the cow with an empty fluid container, it will attempt to give you a filled version of that container. When you right-click the cow with the full fluid container, it will attempt to heal the cow and remove the fluid from the container. When you right-click the cow with an item, it will check to see if that's the correct breeding item for the cow and set the cow to breeding mode. Certain cows, if the right mods are installed, will be able to breed with other types of cow with different fluids to produce new cows with set fluids.
So you can have like a honey cow or a lava cow.
If a cow's fluid is 3 times more dense than lava, the cow will not be able to swim.
So we could, in theory, breed super dense cows.
Uranium cows.
I want a uranium cow or just a lead cow.
A cow may only be bucketed when it's an adult.
Well, that's good. It helps them maintain a healthy coat.
Breeding realism. Maybe that's it. Let's see. Is this legitimately for 1.8 though? Because who knows?
Yeah.
You
know what would happen, though? We'd install that mod, then suddenly whatever it was we were doing would no longer be important.
Well, I'm not saying we should necessarily install it here now, but I, do kind of want to...
You could have a cow that generates strawberry milk.
Well, maybe not that mod. But,
nah.
This mod is an early alpha.
This mod is an elf.
Ever get sick of creepily watching 2 genderless, identical, ugly, Squidward-esque villagers breed and instantly pop out offspring? Unrealistic, huh? Well, get sick no more. Kill them all.
Yeah, that works. That's the simple answer.
You can submerge yourself in the beauty of animal reproduction.
I think that this is someone who has never actually had access to watching animals reproduce.
This mod offers male and female types of many creatures, pregnancy, mating season, and so much more.
Alright. That's a terrifying idea.
Let's see.
I'm just imagining that you go away and leave your computer idle for like 20 or 30 minutes or worse, go to the store and come back and there's just cows everywhere fucking.
Features: animal genders, pregnancy, milk, bottle feeding functionality, mother-father genetics carry over to child, a few achievements, bulls charge at you if you're holding anything red, female villagers, work in progress pregnancy feature, pregnancy hints, growing belly, udder, etc. The more I read about this, the more it just sounds kind of offensive.
Yeah.
So in the coming soon, one of the things that's listed here is roosters will croak at sunrise.
Well, I've always wanted a rooster frog.
A frogster.
Yes, a frooster or a rog.
Frog. Froghorn, leghorn.
Yes, froghorn, leghorn. Back to mining, unfortunately, because all I can do now is wait for cows to be ready to breed again and wait for sugar cane to grow.
Yes, and I've gone back to my digging as well.
And I could go on a long, epic journey to find sugar cane and cows, but my luck, I would die and lose the 20 levels of experience I've built up.
Well, I just fell down a hole.
I wonder how many bookcases you need for just up to a level 20 enchantment.
Oh, just go for the full, 15.
Yeah, I might as well. I've got 2!
Mm-hmm.
That's it.
Gee, this is where it's working, right? No. Next one up? Nope, one down.
Tempted the next day to actually just go make the cows sex and then go on an epic journey, because there are towns technically on this map. And if I could find one with bookcases.
Okay, somehow I've gotten lost in my holes.
He got lost in his own museum,
How did I get lost?
I don't know.
There's only one way up and one way down.
Well, I guess that you got lost on the highway of life.
Also, there's iron in this floor that I didn't dig up. How irresponsible.
You should know better.
Iron is an essential nutrient.
Yes. Also, a pretty color.
Eh?
Not really. Oh god, why did I decide to mine this way? If I fall, I'm dead.
Yeah, at least I only fell down 10 levels.
Yeah, this would be from 31 to bedrock.
Yeah, you would die.
Yeah.
That's not a very smart plan.
I don't believe things are giving me XP anymore.
That's weird.
I just picked up coal and it had absolutely no XP.
That's weird. It's a little laggy. Maybe that's the problem.
Probably has something to do with the game crashing.
No, I don't think so. It was laggy before that.
It probably has something to do with the internet being a dickhead. And full of dickheads. Well, you know. Depending on what part of the internet you're looking at least. Just happy to be away from anything related to politics.
Well, that's usually where I'm at.
That was what I was. I'm just gonna turn off the internet, or turn off all this, and we'll watch this guy, who is otherwise very, very boring unless you're into electric lighting,
Uh-huh.
and he's like a professional like electrical engineer slash what have you. And he talks about excruciatingly to many people uninteresting minutia of like electric lighting and whatnot. If you actually listen to him, you can learn quite a lot, and I'm picking a lot up by osmosis.
Okay.
At some point, I decided LEDs and LED lighting are something that I should totally learn about.
Right. You've mentioned this before.
It's interesting. It's fun for me. It'd be boring as hell for absolutely everyone else on the planet. As I have learned by trying to share some of, the bits I found interesting with Angel. And she just stares at me like I'm an idiot because I'm talking about electric lighting. And
Well, yes, it may not be, to her
yeah,
specific areas of interest.
yes. What I'm working on at the moment is my father had a very, very old, very, very dead tube radio in the basement.
Mm-hmm.
The type that actually came in what's called a cathedral radio, because it was a big, wide-topped radio, and it looks kind of like the front of a church.
Right.
And
I'm familiar.
fair enough. I have to explain that to a lot of people. So.
Oh, I know. I wasn't saying I'm familiar in terms of shut up, Jay, and get on with it.
Yeah.
Just that, yeah, I know what you're talking about. I've seen those.
Because I actually had to explain to someone what fucking tubes were the other day.
Oh.
And I was like, I'm old, shut up.
Yeah.
But,
Well, the funny thing is, like, we've kind of wrapped around from... Okay, so, like, the early TVs with the vacuum tubes, you had to let them literally warm up so that the picture would come on, the TV would work. Then, as we transitioned to integrated circuitry, that wasn't really an issue anymore. Now, as we're getting to flat panel TVs, which are illuminated by fluorescent tubes, we're back to, let it warm up so it's at full brightness.
Yep.
Of course, another couple of years, all flat panel TVs will be LED based, and that won't be an issue again.
Yeah.
But we had this, neat little brief return to, the TV's got to warm up a little bit, it'll be fine.
And I had some personal amusement, though, because I'm taking this ancient piece of technology apart, looking at all the ridiculous things in it that are now small as hell. Like, one guy suggested because there's so much wrong with it. And, my father actually has repaired a lot of old tube radios before, and he said it was a lost cause. So I decided to look at it and realize that I don't know nearly as much of him, or as him, and it looks like a lost cause to me right from the start. So we decided we're going to eventually, the whole case is going to have to be refinished, revarnished, everything. But we decided that we are going to do that as a sort of, interesting project over time. Because I like listening to old radio shows. I actually do. And I want to take an MP3 player, mount it in the case, and listen to old radio shows on it. Because I think that would be a fun and weird thing to do. But, oh man, just looking at his drunk, stupid uncle tried to fix it at some point. And that is not actually even in any way an insult. He was drunk all the time and stupid all the time. So that was just, and looking at it, I still know relatively little about electronics at all. And I'm just looking at it going, wow, why did he do that? I can't understand why he would do any of this. What's going on? But the funny thing is, like, if I mentioned a capacitor, you would know what I'm talking about. They're the little things, the short little squat tube things on circuit boards and so forth. Well, the funny part was opening this up and pulling out a capacitor that is like 8 to 12 inches tall in a solid copper tube. Or no, actually, okay, I take that back. It's like 8 to 9 inches tall in a solid copper tube. And, like, it's got bolts on it, and it it's just ridiculously oversized, and that was one of the small ones in there. And it's like, okay, well, it's from like 1929 or whatever. I am not surprised.
Right.
Or it might have been from, it was either from 31 or 37, now that I think about it. So it's old. Technology has advanced quite a bit.
Mm-hmm.
Quite a ridiculous amount since then. And, but it's just kind of amusing me looking at it, because, like, I don't even know where... We're still on normal difficulty. I don't know why that would affect the XP drop from things, but I'm just checking now.
Shouldn't.
Ah, there we go. I finally got XP. I might have just missed the one that was dropped by the coal. But, yeah, so it's just amusing to me. Somewhere around here, around the house, actually, and it worked the last time I turned it on, which is neat and terrifying at the same time. We have a television. It is an 80-pound television. It has a 5-inch screen.
Mm-hmm.
It is in a wooden cabinet. It's got a cast iron frame. All the parts are on. It's got like 20 or 30 different vacuum tubes in it. I don't even know. But, you know, the scary thing is the last time I turned it on, which I should not have actually done, it turned on. And it turned on and it would pick up fucking channel 2. I mean, now that it's gone to digital, it wouldn't.
Right.
But I kind of want to get that and fix it up and turn it into, like, a media center. Because I could get a 5-inch screen that would probably fit it fairly readily. It would just look horribly out of place because the glass wouldn't be curved in the same way and blah, blah, blah. But otherwise, well, the other option is I could just build a little RF transmitter out of a, Raspberry Pi and send video signals directly to it.
That would be weird.
Well, in case I want to watch any old movies.
Mm-hmm.
Or old TV shows. And waste time and effort.
Right. Always waste time and effort.
Yeah, at the moment, though, since we're getting towards blackout season, I've started a ridiculous new set of projects, which are actually designed in case we have another week-long blackout to keep all of us from going insane.
That's important.
So I'm currently, because I realized that I can run the little Raspberry Pi Zero off of 2 AA powered USB battery pack for, I figured I could probably make it run for like 10 hours. So a long damn time.
Mm-hmm.
And now I'm going to try and work on... I've got a little monitor, actually, that can also run off of USB. Not well, but it can run off of it. So I just had the thought, you know what I should do? I should hook all this up to rechargeable batteries so that when the power goes out, I want to build a solar USB charger.
Mm-hmm.
And that way we'll be able to just fucking charge or use solar power to charge the USB devices. And I realized I can probably get about 10 hours off of a Raspberry Pi of like retro video games every day. And that could keep my ass from going completely mental.
Right.
Of course, the smarter thing to do would be build some sort of easily rechargeable, fixable fan device for when we're asleep, because otherwise we won't be able to sleep. But,
yeah.
That would be really, really practical and boring. I'd rather have video
I'm sure you can
games.
find a way to make it impractical
Oh, I could.
and entertaining.
I could very easily. But where's the fun in that?
I thought that was the fun part. Make it impractical and entertaining.
Well, but here's the thing. I could make it impractical and entertaining, but it would still be a practical device. So, I would still be building something that would have a sensible use when all was said and done.
I think you're overthinking it.
I do that. And that's one of my hobbies. Alright, so... I don't know if it's time to sex the cows or not, but I'm sure as hell gonna murder them if they don't stop making noise.
Has a goat gone off lately?
Oh, yeah. Actually, I totally forgot.